Hello, this is Angie from Handmade Natural Beauty. I apologize for the abrupt ending of my last video. My battery had died, and so I also didn't have a chance to get it charged up before I needed to cut this soap. So it's already cut up, but I just wanted to show you the results. I was really happy with the swirl. If you recall from the video, it was a kind of a different method that I'd never tried before. And like I said, when I do these fun things, I never really know exactly how they're going to turn out. So I get to be just as surprised as you guys when they're done. And also, as I mentioned before, this is a bay rum fragrance, and so it should turn a nice dark brown. So, you know, it's more of a light tan now, but that should be dark brown, and then hopefully the blue will stay nice and blue and the white nice and white. I also used a vegetable peeler and did the edges smooth, and as you can see, I save everything until I know exactly, you know, what I might do with it. This I might use to top something or use as some sort of an embed. These little pieces I cut up for samples, and in the shop I have like little containers of them. So if these do become wrapped, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to package the goat's milk soap, but if they do become wrapped, sometimes they're hard to smell. So to have little pieces where they can smell, where customers can smell, is great. And then I also have a little vanity sink room in the boutique so they can take them back to the sink and give them a try. But I'm going to pause the video right now. I have two more soaps, goat milk soaps to cut, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. This is another goat's milk soap that I made, and I am just loving this fragrance. It is a mixture of blood orange and raspberry. It is so sweet and delicious smelling. So this was my second day of trying goat's milk soap. The first batch, Bay Rum, seems to be curing just nicely. I have gotten requests. I've had my line for 11 years and did a lot of craft shows and met a lot of customers, and I have gotten so many requests for goat's milk soap, and I just had never done it, and now is the time. So well, I'm going to pause this so you don't need to watch me struggle with this, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it out of the mold. Now, time to see what it looks like. Ooh, it's so soft and creamy. Alright, set this over here for a moment. Get the soap cutter in. Let's see, that's probably going to be the best angle so you can see. Hopefully I don't bump the camera there. Edges are a little mangled, so I think I will probably position this so I chop those right off, depending on how this lines up. Alright, here we go. Oh, that cuts smooth like butter. Ooh, that's a pretty swirl. Did this with a pink and an orange and white. So I don't think it's going to discolor. None of these fragrances don't have any vanilla in them, so it should stay pretty true to color. And I'll probably do the same thing that I did with the other goat's milk soap, just come along with a vegetable peeler like this and just take and trim the sides. So it just gives it oops, right out of the frame there. So it just gives it a little bit of a nicer, more finished appearance. So I was a little concerned there was a crack in the top. I think it got a little bit too hot, even though I didn't insulate. But it appears it was only on the very, very surface of it. So, and it filled right back in. So that was no crisis. So. Couple more. And then I've just got a little bit left over here, and then the other end as well. And so these I'll chop up into samples. All right, I'll be right back and we will cut the almond. Okay, I'm back. Here is the almond variety of goat's milk soap. I added some ground almond meal to the base and then also sprinkled it on the top. Now I'm a little concerned about this batch. As it was setting up, I noticed that some orange liquid was coming out of the top, and I don't know if that was the fragrance, although I have used the same fragrance in other cold process and hot process soaps, so I don't know if that was it, if it was perhaps extra oil from the almonds, or something went differently with the goat's milk, but it just didn't seem to behave the same way as the blood orange and raspberry. So, and it seems a little softer too, so I'm a little nervous about this batch, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Actually, I'm gonna turn it on its side, that way I don't drag those almonds through the whole thing. Yeah, it is just mushy. I don't know what went on with this, but I don't know if it's something that once it sets up it'll be good, but I'm just a little concerned about it. So I'm gonna just cut it, see what happens, and then let it cure, and then I will test it for safety just to make sure that there's no lye left over in it or anything crazy like that. Yeah, and I strained out the goat's milk, but there's just a ton of orange in there, and I'm not really sure what is causing that. It's the exact same recipe as the last batch, and as you saw, that batch turned out beautifully. So yeah, there's some issues with this. It is just dripping all over me. So I don't know, I'm not holding out much hope for this. I think it was a good idea, but something went wrong. So, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna keep it far away from the batch that did work out really nicely, and just kind of keep this off to its side and just see kind of what becomes of it. But yeah, I don't really think that this is going to be available for sale. I will use this as a learning experience once I figure out what went wrong. So yeah, this is just a mess. And now I've got a big mess on my cutter to clean up here as well. Ugh. Alright, well, this is Angie from Handmade Natural Beauty, wishing you a naturally beautiful day.